Thank you for tuning in with Dr. Leisha, the Preacher. Okay. God is great and he is greatly to be praised. I don't have the comments on because I don't have moderators yet, but I am thankful for being able to go live now, to have met the 1,000 subscriber requirement. I'm so thankful, guys. I also accept and am thankful for being an older woman, an older woman. And I'm not just older in age alone, I'm older in life experience, I'm older in just the people that I've met, you know, the conversations I've had. I'm older because of the amount of love that Most High granted to me to share with other people. And as with everything in this natural existence, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end point. But the thing about the beginning, the middle, and the end point, kind of like our past, present, and future, it's forever. It's an ongoing cycle, circle. And I'm at the point during my 55th year, as of August 5th, I'll be 55 this year. I'm so thankful. I'm so happy. I'm so excited, you know? And I'm glad to be older. I'm glad to be matured. I'm glad to have mastered a lot of things. Mastery does not mean being perfect. It just means being good enough to get the job done, in my opinion. Up until about 2020, the year, just 4 years ago, I felt as though I lived a meaningful, purposeful life. Granted, before 2020, my life began to unravel a little bit. You know, it did. You know, some would say a lot, you know, but unraveling did occur. Kind of like a deconstruction. Once 2020 hit, my life deconstructed. And it's been reconstructing, rebuilding ever since. To the point now that I feel confident in who I am. And I believe I have a better understanding of why I am who I am why I am here and why I've gone through pretty much everything that I've experienced with a lot of different people over the many years. Lately, over the past at least 4 years, since 2020, I've been able to maintain, hold relationships outside of my own bloodline of offspring. I come from bloodlines, of course, but I don't have access to those people. And those people no longer have access to me for the most part in the natural realm. However, the people that have come from my physical body, I still have some access to these people. And I'm grateful for my own self at this point in my life. And I'm grateful for my two children that I gave birth to and to the 8 grandchildren that are alive. And I have at least one grandchild that is not with us. At least one. And I claim all 8, even the one that's in the belly. I believe in claiming my family, my household. I believe in claiming what belongs to me, what's mine. And the friendships that I've attempted to create and maintain over the past 4 years, I've been unsuccessful. And I accept that now. I accept that I am in a phase of my life where friendships outside of my own body no longer exist. And it's not because the people outside of me are bad people or that I'm such a bad person. It's not that. It's not that. It's just that it's time for me to let that part of my life go. I've struggled with it. I've fought it, but I'm there and I'm okay with it. And people may have a lot of reasons and can explain why I am limited. You know, people will say, "Well, you're old. You're unwanted. You know, you've hit the wall. There you go. You've hit the wall. Um, you know, all that good stuff. And there's so many reasons, lots of reasons. I no longer value the social skills required to maintain the relationships outside of me. The social rules, the worldly systems and things. I haven't, disconnected completely. That's not, I don't believe that's completely healthy for me at this point. Not for me at this point. Right now, being able to be employable is good enough for me. Just being employable and being able to, treat myself out sometimes is nice I like that. You know, I love dining with others, you know, but I've lost that ability. I've lost the ability to even dine with others, to have a meal with other people, to have a meal with other people without being offensive. Either they offend me or I offend them. You know, my political views, my social views, my religious views, all these views are offensive to people. So I'm at the point now where instead of being able to be face to face with people, whether socially, professionally, you know, um, that may be gone. You know, that time has come and gone in my life. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. At first, I wasn't. At first, I wasn't. Because I didn't get to do all that I wanted to do. You know, I end up choosing family life over, being a college professor, over, managing, maybe like a chain of hotels or managing, um, like multiple senior living complexes or, I don't know, things that I know I can do. Having my own school, teaching curriculums that I believe in. Like I like the Montessori approach. But what is Montessori called over a lifetime? I know it's a preschool model, but what about over a person's entire life? Can you imagine having the Montessori experience your entire life? So, anyway, I was cheated in that regard, this time around, in life. But that's okay. I believe I made up for it by sewing into other people's kids. You know, I used my PhD for other people. I didn't get to make, 100 grand, 200 grand, 300 grand, 400 grand, 500 grand, myself with my PhD. But I was able to use everything I learned with it to help other people, their kids. Like when I was a Girl Scout leader and I was studying my master's degree while I was, one of my master's degrees, when I was a Girl Scout leader. I have about 3 master's degrees or something. I lost count. And then I have like post master's degree certifications and whatever. So I didn't get to cash in on all that stuff. But everything I learned, I would bring to my Girl Scout meetings. I would put together presentations. Back then they were called, how you had those like slides and you put them on those um, like slide presentations or those, whatever. We don't use those anymore, guys. We use the internet for everything now. So, yeah, but I use like slide presentations and things, PowerPoint presentations and stuff to teach my Girl Scouts um, life cycles. You know, what to expect at birth, what to expect during the early stages of life, what to expect during, the teenage stage, what to expect during your early adult stage. And I also taught about, what it's like to be in the older stage. Well, I'm there, guys. I'm here. I'm in that final stage of life, you know. Now, the final stage can last for decades. It can last, 10, 20, 30 years, but I'm there. I'm here. And I'm set in it, you know. And the only reason I was resisting it is because I had not lived all my dreams yet, you know. And I'm okay with that now. It made me suicidal. It did. Living other people's dreams, making sure other people got what they needed, you know. Well, all those people are gone now. They got what they needed from me, and they're gone. So now I get to focus on me. And when I say me, I'm not just talking about Leisha only. Leisha had, Leisha gave birth to two children, and Leisha has 8 grandchildren that are alive. And then, at least one that's not alive. All of that is who I am. All of that. I don't represent myself alone at all, ever. And I will always be a wife. Always. The bride of Christ. And anyone that find me, if it's possible, because I am well protected, well covered in the safety and blood of my deliverer. So if anyone could possibly find me, you're in a good place. You've definitely found a good thing. Because I'm definitely working on my garden, in my garden, my children, my grandchildren. That's what I'm doing. That's my focus. And I'm okay with what I've built. It's not all that I desired, but I'm happy with it because it's mine. It's me. And if I never have another friend, another family member outside of what I produced, I'm okay with it. Most High asked me to have my first child, and then I asked him to have my second child. And then all these grandchildren are just bonuses. I'm like, oh my God, people are just coming to me. It makes me feel like a celebrity, like a star. I know I'm on YouTube and, you know, asking for subscribers and support and all that. But I'm a star to my own grandchildren and real. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. The world couldn't possibly give me this, and the world can't take it away. Even through death, was considered death, the world still can't take my family away. Even all my grandchildren that are not alive are still a part of me. Death could not separate us. Physical death, anyway. Everything has a beginning, middle, and an end point, including me. And because I know that, I plan accordingly. I live forever in a cycle way, like a circle. My family tree grow accordingly, like rings. I live forever because I obey Most High, and where I'm weak and when I disobey, I confess my faults. I confess. I repent, and I run back to Him, and He always take me back. He always take me back. I will never leave Him again. I will never leave Most High. Not that I've ever really left Him, you know what I mean? But I've been caught up in situations and I've allowed myself to vibrate low. Well, now that he's provided an escape for me, and now that he's set me on solid ground, higher ground, set me apart. Now that I'm safe, I'm in a space where I can speak, I can talk, I can share who I am, how I love, freely, from the inside out, and back again. I'm thankful. Thank you for listening. And I hope that you get something out of this. I get something out of the fact that you may be listening. So we're both getting something out of this. I don't have the physical availability, time that I once had for hundreds and thousands of people, but I can turn on a camera and share myself. Anyway, before I leave this earth, I just wanted people to know. I just wanted, I want to balance the scales. Wherever I feel cheated, I want to make sure I pay it. You know, I still owe it. You know, whatever I learned in college, whatever I learned in life, I owe it back. I have to share it with you guys, one way or another, even if it's just my voice. I know in person you guys don't want to be bothered with me in person. Just last night, guys, just last night, I was in conversation with a group of people, and one person actually reached over and covered my mouth with their hand. That's just how undesirable I am. And I'm okay with it, in person, and I read the comments on my videos too. People like, I see why your husband's left you, or, you're just crazy, or, you just need to be quiet, or, I'm not for everybody. Everyone does not want to hear what I have to say, you know, and I can respect that. So I'm just going to enjoy my own self. And I'm thankful that I'm not limited to just me. I'm so thankful. I have children and grandchildren. To them, I'm somebody. I'm special to them. And I'm still employable. Thank God there's somebody out there that wants to employ me. Now, have I worked? I've worked my whole life. But there's a difference between working and being employable. You know what I mean? Where everything about you can be utilized at that place. Everything about me is being used at the job I'm at. You know? No, I don't make professor, college professor, university salary. No, I don't. But what I'm doing is rewarding. It's fulfilling. It fits me at this stage in my life, you know, in this stage in my life. So, again, thanks for listening, guys. You all be blessed. And keep saying the Lord's Prayer. When you don't know what to say, the Lord's Prayer works. The Lord's Prayer, it works. It works. And then sometimes, Most High will give me something else to say. And then I'll say it. But I don't mind sticking to the script, you know. And I can accept when people don't like me. When people just want me to shut up. you know. I can be very passionate. And that's why it's best for me to just record myself, or now I can go live. I can be passionate, and I don't have to be shushed. I don't have to have my mouth covered. I don't have to be disrespectful, you know, to other people. I don't want to be disrespectful. So I'd rather people block me, or I block them, or whatever needs to happen, so that I won't disrespect them, so I won't be, you know, over speaking out of turn. My social skills suck. I know it. I know my social skills suck. you know, that last marriage of 25 years allowed me to wild out. There was no structure, marital structure. There was no discipline. You know, we didn't have any discipline and structure in our marriage. The marriage didn't have structure and discipline, and it didn't really have any rules, or, you know, we were both kind of allowed to just kind of wild out. And now that I'm solo, I realize that when your marriage that long doesn't have boundaries, other people in social groups and stuff, you just become intolerable. So I found myself fitting more so among the alternative lifestyle groups. You know, they're more relaxed with rules and boundaries and things. You know what I mean? So, anyway, I'm going to get off for real now. All right, guys. Love you all. Keep praying. Be true to yourself. And in your later years, what you didn't get to do during the beginning and middle part of your life, just do it, when you're older. The best you can. You have to kind of improvise a little bit. It may not look exactly the way you pictured it before, but it still feels the same. It may not look the same, but it still feels the same, you know. God is good, and He's greatly to be praised on our best day and on our worst day. Because even on our worst day, He created and made it, you know. Thank you, guys. Bye.